started, give the last couple people a chance to get in here. But I just want to welcome you guys. We are so excited to be doing our July webinar for Meet the Team. Myself and Ashley are really excited to share our teams with you guys, and they're excited to share some fun tips with you. After we go through and introduce you to the team, we will break out into two different breakouts, one for 33 and one for 34. If you are not in zones 33 and 34, you can just pick one and we would love to have you in our room. But for now, we'll go ahead and get started. My name is Kelsey Sola. I am the brand new public image coordinator for Zone 34. I will be serving a 3-year term in this role. I'm very happy to be serving. The districts that I will directly support are 6960, 6990, 6860, and 6880, which are two of our districts coming in. And I can tell you my fun tip for public image is really just to make it fun. I think the best thing about public image is that we have an opportunity to tell a story, but we also have an opportunity to make people feel something. And I always like to have fun. So that's definitely what I would like to share with people. Next up, we have Chad.
Hey, good evening, everybody. Thank you for being with us tonight. And I am the Assistant Rotary Public Image Coordinator for District 6890, 6950, and 6940. And my biggest tip that I can give you all is just connect with the people, put the faces before the logos, put action shots out there and things like that. My biggest thing that I like to use for social media is Content Studio, because it allows me to be pretty efficient when I'm posting all the videos and everything else that I do behind the scenes for the team over here. So next up, I'm going to introduce Miss Joanne Meeker.
Hi, everyone. I'm Joanne Meeker, and I'm going to be serving my own district 6930 and then 6970 and 6980. My tip is to remind your club members, this may be silly, but remind your club members that when they see a posting on your club social media page, you need to just not click that like button, but share your post to others. Remember, sharing is caring and likes don't travel. Maria?
Hello, everyone. Thanks, Joanne. Hello, everyone. I'm Maria Mohammed Maharaj. I'm the Assistant Rotary Public Image Coordinator for Rotary Zone 34, supporting District 7000, 7020, and 7038, which spans Puerto Rico and much of the Northern and Southern Caribbean. My simple tip is tell the story behind the activity. Show the need, the people involved, the action taken, and the difference made. Before posting, ask who was impacted and what changed before Rotary became involved. How can this project continue to grow or create lasting impact? One of my favorite tools is Canva, particularly because of its integration of various AI-powered applications, which makes it easier for both persons who are, whether they are a beginner or an expert. And I'd like to pass you on to Kelsey, who will introduce Joyce.
So this is Joyce Gunter. Unfortunately, she was not able to be with us tonight, but she is also a new Assistant Rotary Public Image Coordinator. She'll be serving Georgia, so 6900, 6910, and 6920. And Joyce loves public image because she loves to make connections and she likes to share what people are doing in the world, some of our projects and all sorts of things. So she's really excited to share all of that with you guys. And up next, it's my honor to introduce Ashley Waters.
Hi, everyone. A pleasure to be with you all again as I begin my second year as the Rotary Public Image Coordinator for Zone 33. Within the team tonight, I do work specifically with 3 districts. It's the CPETS districts, which would be 7600, 7610, 7620, my home district, and 7630. My top tip tonight is to replace the word for with. One of my favorite things to talk to clubs and communities about is the fact that we don't do Rotary projects alone. And I really want to make sure that we're always presenting our partners and the people we're serving with the most dignity we can. And so I encourage you, as you're using all the tips you heard about tonight about telling your story, using Canva, sharing, is that we're making sure we're doing things with our community and not just for our community to strengthen those relationships. And with that, I'm going to pass it on to another veteran going into year 2, my team member, Lisa.
Hey, y'all. Thanks for joining us this evening. I am the Assistant Rotary Public Image Chair for District 7670, 7680, 7690, my home district, and 7710. As Ashley said, this is my second year. I believe very strongly that public image is key to engaging and retaining members. And I use it for that a lot. My top tip for you, though, is to use the Epic Awards as your district public image awards. It does two things. One, you only have to manage one award system, so it saves you time. But two, it sets your club up to win two awards in a year. So if you haven't already checked out the Epic Awards, and encourage your clubs to do it and get two awards out of it. My favorite tools to use, everybody's already said Canva, but I'm going to toss it out there anyway. I love Canva. And then Copilot. I use Copilot in Word to write a lot of the stuff. I find it very simple to use. The prompts are great. If you have any questions, I'm happy to talk to you about it. And I am turning it over to Aaron Sines.
Hey, thanks. I'm Aaron Sines. I'm a newbie here. My districts are my home district 7280, 7305, and then 7360. And my fun little tip is to make sure your community is your audience. So many times with Rotary, we focus on talking to other Rotarians. But if you're doing anything outward for public image, make sure you know who your audience is. So if you're posting on Facebook, Instagram, you need to make sure that, hey, is your community going to actually understand what this is when you're using, different acronyms or anything like that. Just make it relatable to the community, or they won't engage with that. So, and of course, everybody likes Canva. And then Cliff is my predecessor, my sidekick when Chat GPT. So um, we all have one of those personal assistants. So I don't know. I'm kicking it over to Chris.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Chris Stevenson. I am the Assistant Public Image Coordinator for District 7720, 7730, 7750, and 7770, which is Southeastern North Carolina as well as South Carolina. My tip is always make room. Make room for everyone. Make sure that you're sharing your information with folks. But the other thing is that because I'm a photographer, my language is images, right? Good, clean, sharp images that have an impact. But when you do the image, make sure that you tag the folks that's also in the image with you. So therefore it shows up on their feed, and the folks that are their friends get a chance to see the image as well. And we may attract some non-Rotarians to do the things that we love to do as Rotary. Have fun with it. Do all kinds of things with it and share it. Make room for everyone else. And I'm going to kick it over to Tim Wellborn. Tim, go for it.
My name is Tim Wilborn, and I am serving District 7545 and 7570. And my tip is to focus on the outcome, not on the meetings. And one way I love to do that is through video. And the one tool that y'all already have, probably sitting on your table that you can do it with, is your phone. It doesn't take anything sophisticated. Just pull it out and hit the record button and post it.
Awesome. Thank you, Tim. Coming wholly in from an Uber, so we appreciate you and the commitment of everyone. So as you can tell, we have not only a super wonderful team of people, but as I say in these slides, how can these beautiful faces that you're meeting tonight help and support you, right? That is the only reason we are here. People join clubs in the district and zone are here to make sure you at the club level are able to accomplish your goals and continue to create that lasting impact. So if you guys were on our boot camp a few months ago, you've probably seen a lot of these things, but we're going to walk through just a few reminders for everyone in case you weren't with us in April. First off, who are zones 33 and 34? This is pretty amazing. It's a combination of over 1,900 Rotary and Rotaract clubs, over 68,000 Rotarians and Rotaractors. It covers 29 countries and 4 languages with a wide variety of dialects. And so again, we're trying our best to make sure we are meeting the needs of the variety of Rotary and Rotaract clubs that are within our 2 zones. And we do that with this amazing team that we have. And we also have, as I'm describing it tonight, tools to help inspire you, equip you, and amplify what you're doing. And so just a reminder of some things that we have available for you. First off, we have our monthly live virtual events that you're on right now. This year, we'll be doing them in July, August, September, October. We're going to take a break in November and December. We find people are just very busy. Then we'll come back together in January, February, March, and April. So we'll have 8 virtual events this year for you. We're working on storytelling and really talking about making sure we're helping you understand that stories are really the power behind the work we are doing and bringing more people into Rotary. And so we'll do that through a wide variety of measures, but we really hope seeing those stories help inspire you and your club members to continue to share your story and to continue to make more impact. And lastly, we're really trying to make sure that you have all those Rotary resources and connections so we can really be that connector for you whenever you need anything. We also want to make sure you're equipped. You've heard Canva a lot today already, but one of our biggest programs is the Canva for Clubs program. If your club is not a 501c3, since clubs are 501c4s typically, and if you don't have a foundation arm that gives you that 501c3 status, you may be eligible for our Canva for Clubs program. So we encourage you to check that out. There is limited space in the program. So if you're interested in trying out Canva to improve your graphics and other types of content, please look into that program. And thank you, Lisa, for already popping the link in the chat. Also on that website, you can find templates that are already there for you that are designed that allow you to plug in your club logo. So again, this is Rotary theme information and other really Rotary anniversary holiday type things that just give you some evergreen content that you can be sharing on your page that are still brand compliant, which is always super important. And we've also worked with some of our vendors to create marketing packages to really allow you in the physical space, right? We spent a lot of time talking about the digital space, but allowing you in the physical space to have great tents, tablecloths, different types of flags, and allow you to market yourself externally throughout your community. So again, we equipped you with that and a lot more that is on the link that is in the chat for you. And then lastly, we want to help amplify and celebrate what you're doing. We can do that by helping and celebrating your work with the Epic Awards. You've heard that a few times before, and if you aren't familiar with what that is, it is our Public Image Best Practices Award. We have platinum, gold, silver, bronze levels for activities, and there's essentially one activity a month we're asking you to do. We'll remind everyone about those upcoming tasks, but it really is the great club level engagement and a list of best practices to take advantage of. For our district public image chairs, we have the district challenge. So consider it a mini Epic Award version and really focused in on helping the district public image chairs support their clubs and the best actions you can be taking there. One of the big things we love to do is to review anything that you're going to have printed or published for a brand review. So whether that's a new sign at your Rotary Park in your community, we got to review a mural a few months ago that someone was getting painted in their community, t-shirts, big banners, whatever it is, we are here to help make sure you're amplifying the master brand of Rotary really well. And as always, we talked about the districts we're here to support. We are here to coach and have strategy conversations anytime you need us to. So again, we hope that you'll take advantage of all the ways we hope to inspire, equip, and amplify you all this year. And again, all the information and details about these programs are all housed on the Rotary Zone website. So if you haven't already, please make sure you bookmark that. At this point, because we want to make sure you guys have time to ask questions and get to know us a little bit better, we are going to shift to breakouts a little bit earlier than expected tonight, but that is perfect because we know we always have great conversations in the breakouts. So Chad is going to do his magic and pop up here. There are 2 breakout rooms tonight, those for in Zone 33 and those for in Zone 34. If you're not familiar with what zone you're in, hopefully you saw your district and you'll kind of know where to head. If you're not in either of those zones, we encourage you to choose either one. Either one is fine, or you can hang out in the main room if you don't want to hop in.
Welcome back to the main session, everybody. I know we ended, our group sessions. If you guys heard something in your breakout that was awesome, if you could just put it in the chat for everybody, That way, we can kind of share. I'm sure 33 was the same, but the 34 breakout was sharing a lot of really cool tools and things. So if you found something useful or if you saw something that you really like, go ahead and put it in the chat for everybody to read. So we're going to go through just a couple of, last minute reminders, things that we want you guys, to pay attention to in the upcoming months. First and foremost, we've talked a little bit about our Epic Awards, but our July, August, and September tasks are up now and they are open. So we want you to go ahead and go in there and start performing some of these things. So for July, we want you to create a public image audit, do an audit of your club, or if you're a district public image chair, do one there. But really do an audit of your clubs, all of your online resources, social media, websites, everything. In August, we really want you to make sure that you have completed your public image plan. It's great if you have a plan, but it's even better if you have it in the beginning of the Rotary year, right? So we want you to create that public image plan, outline everything that you plan to share. Of course, when you see things come up, you want to post those, but outline a process and a plan. And then in September, we want you to create that content calendar. Here's where you're really going to figure out, exactly what you're going to post, when you're going to post it. All of these things are due at the end of October, but you can absolutely do them earlier than that. So go ahead and get those things going. So that's on our Epic Awards. Next up we have on our thing is the District Challenge. So this is for our district public image chairs. This is your quarter 1 task for you guys. Again, similar, the audits, accessing the website, social media, identifying all of your gaps and areas of opportunity. How do you submit? I saw somebody ask, how do you submit what you're doing? So you're going to go onto the Zone website and you're going to click on Epic and you'll type it in there. So there will be a form that you fill out where you type in those Epic tasks. Same with the district challenge as well. You're also going to make sure that all your clubs have public image chairs for the district challenge and then share those success stories. So this is going to be due October 14th for the district challenge. So in our breakout, and I know in the other one, you guys probably talked about this, but we have a lot of webinars, a lot of really amazing things coming up this year. Our next webinar is going to be Wednesday, August 26th, also at 6 p.m. And this is going to be where we're talking about PSAs. We've got somebody from Rotary International coming, and we're really going to be talking about expanding our reach using Rotary's PSA. So it's an exciting program that's been around only for a little while, but it's really going to be a great opportunity for somebody directly from RI to share with you what they're doing in that space. There's also some amazing webinars from the rest of the Zone teams. There's a MAP webinar coming up. That is on Monday, August 10th, MAP being the membership. The 4 pillars of membership success is their upcoming webinar. That is going to be at 5:30 Eastern time on Monday, August 10th. And then we also have for Foundation, their Foundation Matters webinar call. That is going to be on polio storytelling that moves people. That's Thursday, August 20th at 6 p.m. And then, of course, if you want to stay connected to us, Rotary Zones 3334, these are all of our social pages. And of course, our website, rotaryzones3334.org. I want to thank you guys so much for spending your evening with us. We've got about 15 minutes. If anybody has any questions you want to put in the chat, we can answer them. But we just want to thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate you coming out, and we hope to see you at our next webinar. Somebody asked, the recording for this webinar will be sent out to everyone that registered. So you guys will all get the recording.
Happy Wednesday, y'all. So I know there are some tools out there that help you plan ahead. Everything I've seen has been paid. Is there any tools out there that you guys know of that are not paid to help you do some planning ahead?
Planning for like a content calendar or what specifically?
Yeah, for all the social stuff. I thought there was something that kind of did all the socials in one place.
So in terms of coming up with what to post, I would say using your AI tools. In terms of, scheduling posts, I think the Zone uses something called Buffer. And I don't know if, oh, I see now it's in the chat. Yeah, so if Sean, I don't know if Sean's available, if you want to mention kind of what Buffer is. now
Sure.
that I've called you out. Yeah, thanks, Sean. Go ahead.
That's all right. Somebody calls me out one way or another. Um, Ken, you can use something called Buffer. It's a social media management tool. It's completely free for you to connect up to 3 social media channels. And you can kind of manage all your social media content within it. It actually even provides some AI assistance as well. You can schedule stuff, you can plan ideas, you can plan campaigns in it. And like I said, it's completely free to use for up to 3 social media channels.
That are mostly just doing Facebook and Instagram, the Meta Business Suite is a great solution. When you get lots of people and there's lots of things going on, other tools might be helpful, but because most clubs are operating with 1 or 2 people, the Meta Business Suite is a great solution since everything is already plugged in. So again, there are great tools out there, but Meta Business Suite is free and allows you to do quite a bit. I also know that DACDB is working on a social planning tool within their platform. So for all the clubs that use and pay for DACDB, there may also be an option coming soon through that. So stay tuned for more information.
Ken asked a question in the chat on photos, how to handle them. We have various people taking photos and don't know who or how to edit and organize and file them. Maybe you can share, Ken, a little bit more about kind of what you're encountering. Are you looking just for a way to kind of get all the photos together in one place so that you have a little bit more of a cohesive look, or what are you looking for?
We're looking for anything, but definitely we should have someone to put them all in one place. We don't know who. They should be filed in some organized way. We don't have that now. They're just being piled up in hard drives and soft drives on my computer and other people's computers.
Does your club, do you have a general club email that is connected to Gmail or Google?
Yes.
So if you have a Gmail account for the club, your Google, you have a photos option in there. You can upload all of the photos into your Google account, and then you can create albums with your photos so that you can have like a meetings album, an events album, a fundraiser album, new members album. But you can do all of that inside of Google at no cost.
Thank you. We'll take a look at it.
Awesome.
You can also create filed areas on DACDB as well, so that you can actually, and like Lisa said, what I would do is I recommend that if you've got events, I would label the albums with the name of the event and segregate them that way. That way, when you're looking for something, you're not stumbling through everything that you have recorded. You can go directly to the event and see the photos from that event.
And it's on DACDB where? I missed that part.
There's places where you can actually create directories and files, like district, like under your district files or club files, you can actually create a directory there.
Okay, thank you.
Diane, you have your hand up. Diane? Or Darren, you also have your hand up?
Hi, I have a question about Facebook because I was trying to upload our investiture pictures. When I was in, I'm sorry, when I was in PI a few years ago, you used to be able to create an album, but I don't see that option anymore. So I'm not sure if Facebook changed that.
It's still there. If you go under photos, you can actually go in and it will actually allow you to create an album. But it's still there. You just have to click on photos, and then once you get into photos, click on albums, and then it will ask you to create an album. Some of the parameters have changed, but it's still there.
Is that from the Meta Business Suite or is that from the page itself?
From the page itself. If
Okay,
you go to
yeah.
if you go to the page and you look at some of the options where it's, where you do events and information for your club, right? It's actually there.
Okay. Yeah, because I was having a hard time the other night uploading hundreds of pictures. Thanks for that.
Anybody else have any other questions? I know somebody mentioned Google in the chat, and there was some answers to it. We've done that at the zone level. zones 33 and 34 have actually started using Google Drive and have been creating a blueprint for that. I know I've also used it at the district level in our district, and our club uses it. So it is very helpful. If you have a 501c3, you can get it at no cost. You just have to apply. It is kind of a pain if you don't read the instructions properly, but feel free to give me a shout or just email the Zone Public Image team, and it'll come to me either way if you have any questions on that.
Chad, tell them how they can email the Zone Public Image team.
kelseysola@gmail.com.
That's not it.
It's just public image at rotaryzones3334.org. And that will reach every member that you saw introduced tonight. And Lisa put in the chat.
Gabriella.
Yes, by mistake my Wi-Fi dropped and I missed the Google Photos link. Could somebody please send it back? Thank you.
Awesome. Any other questions?
Going once, twice. Once I hit the button, it's over.
Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. I really appreciate it. I know Ashley does too. Ashley and I are really proud of our teams and what we bring to the table and what they offer you guys. And so I just want to say thank you so much to each and every member of our team for surfing. And thank you guys so much for joining the webinar. We really appreciate it. And we look forward to talking to you guys soon. And we'll see you next month.